Take two. Internet just dumped out on me when I went online right there. So I will start again. I welcome you to an introduction to essential oils, basically an essential oils 101 class. I had tried to do a class last night and technology was not my friend. So I'm trying again tonight, and I'm doing in a bit of a different format. Whereas I normally would do my online classes with a series of posts, so maybe a graphic and some information interspaced with videos where I jump in and maybe demonstrate or share stuff. I realized today while I was thinking about things that I prefer to see a presentation and see someone's face. So I'm here. I'm going to do it in a totally different way. I usually have guests over to my house. I do a lot of in-person classes normally. With everything that's going on right now, I'm obviously, should all be home and social distancing. So my in-person classes that I love to have in my home, or I should say my essential oil garage. I turn my garage into a space where I invite people over. I normally have a lot of people over. I love doing classes every week, and that can't happen right now. So in place of that, I'm going online, and I welcome you to the Essential Oil Garage. I welcome you into my home. I would normally have people on couches right here in front of me, and so I'm just gonna do this class as if you're sitting right here in front of me in my home. By this point, I would have served you probably a glass of wine or something with Ningxia Red or something yummy, and we'd have some desserts later. So I'll have to take a rain check on that one. But for tonight, let's get started. So all about essential oils. First of all, my personal story, a little bit of an intro. Some of you might have been to my classes. You might know, if you know me well, you probably know a little bit of my story, but I started using essential oils. I got a starter kit with Young Living just over 3 years ago. So in December, 3 years ago, I bought myself a starter kit for my birthday. I really only wanted peppermint and lavender, and I reached out to someone I knew at the time, not even that well at the time. She's become a very dear friend of mine. Thank you, Amanda. But all I wanted was peppermint and lavender. And she suggested that I could do that, or I could get a starter kit. So I decided to splurge and get myself a starter kit for my birthday. Little did I know the power of what I had in my hands. Little did I know that it would literally change my life. Literally, in so many ways, and better our health and everything. So here I am. Fast forward, I've learned so much about essential oils. I really only wanted peppermint for my headaches, and in learning over time, exploring my kit and starting to use them, I also discovered the power of ridding toxins from our lives, and probably the reason for my headaches was a lot of the chemicals that we were drowning in because of the products I had around my home. So I wanted to support the health of my daughters. I want to make sure that they are healthy. So I've learned a tremendous amount, and it has become my absolute passion to educate about that now. So I offer these classes because I know how much they've changed my life, our lives, and I want to share that with everyone. Some of these facts that we'll talk about, some people already know, some people don't. And I know that I didn't know any of this stuff before. I had no idea how to use essential oils. I had no idea of their power. I had no idea of all the chemicals, toxic chemicals in our homes that I just bought in regular everyday stuff and didn't even give it a second thought. But here we are. I've learned so much and I want to pass that on. So tonight we're talking specifically about essential oils. The other night I shared a class about natural living, detox your home. That's also up on my personal page, so you're welcome to check that out at any time. And I'll get right into it. I had a PowerPoint presentation to have on the TV behind me, and technology is still not totally my friend tonight, but so I'm just going to be chatting with you. What are essential oils? Essential oils are the most powerful part of the plant. They are distilled from shrubs, flowers, trees, roots, bushes, fruit, rinds, resins, and herbs. And they are natural organic compounds consisting of hundreds of organic compounds. We've used them humans have used them for thousands of years to support every system in the body, from your skeletal system, your muscular system, circulatory system, endocrine system, hormones, respiratory system, and the immune system. I especially will do a little extra emphasis on the immunity, because we all need to make sure our immunity is incredibly high right now. So they support brain health and healthy weight. They're used extensively in spiritual and prayer, as well as emotional support. They've been used for thousands of years as beauty aids, and you can use them in diffusers. You can calm your kids down. You can help them to sleep, help you to sleep well at night. They can change you can switch out the toxins in your home, and so many things. So we'll dive into that a little bit more deeply tonight. The starter kit is something that I always like to feature. It's the Young Living Starter Kit. I already pulled one of the oils out, Stress Away, and put a little bit on that tonight to prepare, because I got a little bit nervous with the technology stuff going on. I don't know about you, but when that stuff doesn't go well, it makes me a little bit jittery. So I put on a little bit of Stress Away. The Young Living Starter Kit is normally, I'm going to go in US dollars here, because I've got members in Canada, I've got members in Mexico where I am, and the main currency, I guess, would be the US dollar. So it's a value that's well over $412, a bundle that comes with 12 amazing oils and a diffuser, and it is more than half off. The price in the United States is $165. I think it's $199 in Canada, and right now it's still on sale until tomorrow in Mexico for an additional 10% off. Plus we have favorable exchange here. So you get 12 oils, the diffuser, and samples of Ningxia Red and all kinds of other excellent yummy stuff. It has one kit that contains everything from respiratory support to oils for pain to immunity support oils, stress, emotional, digestion, oils for alertness and fear as well. You can take them internally, use them aromatically, or you can use them topically. There's the Powerhouse Ningxia Red Antioxidant Amazingness, which is a whole food liquid supplement. I love to take a shot every morning, and I will be doing, next coming up, we'll talk about Thieves products on another night, and I'll also be doing a Ningxia class. So this is a series of classes that I am offering, whereas I can't have you in my home. I'll be able to reach out through my phone. I wish I could reach out and hug you right now. I wish I could welcome you in. I wish I could give you a big hug and share this with you, but the closest we can do is get together this way. So that's great. Hey, Chloe, how are you? Nice to see you. And Tanis, you're here. And Mom, I see you online, even though you're in the backyard. And Layla, thank you. Hi, guys. So the kit also contains Thieves, which is an incredible plant-based cleaning line. Well, it's a cleaning line that's an entire line of products that is inspired by the thieves oil. I have done classes that, like I said a couple nights ago, I talked a lot about the thieves. So you can jump in there on my main Facebook page and check out the natural lifestyle detox your home class that I did. That was a series of posts, whereas tonight I'm just going to do the video. So as if you were here right in my living room and I'm talking to you sitting right here on my couch. So the kit is basically the best collection to get started. They call it a starter kit for a reason. It's a perfect place to get started. And let's jump right into it. So how do you use oils? There are 3 ways that are typically used around the world. You do not need to be an aromatherapist to understand how to use them. The learning curve can be a little bit long if you try and muddle your way through it. But that's why I'm here. That's why our entire community is here. I have make it my personal mission to make that learning curve as short as possible. I'm learning new things every single day. I'm part of an incredible community with online educational groups. If you are interested in learning more and you're not already in the educational groups, please, please, please reach out to me and let me know. I will be so happy to send you an invitation to those groups. They are phenomenal. I've learned, I don't know, over 95% of everything that I know about essential oils I've learned through these groups over these years, and they are spectacular. So 3 ways to use essential oils to get them into your system. The English apply them topically, so they rub it onto their skin. The French ingest and cook with them, and the Germans diffuse or inhale. I love to combine all 3 of those schools of thought. I use them all day long in every way. So let's talk about how do they enter? How long do they last in your system? Tests have shown that oils reach the heart, liver, and thyroid within 3 seconds once inhaled. They were found in the bloodstream after 26 seconds when applied topically, and the expulsion of essential oils takes approximately 6 hours in a normal, healthy body. Let's talk about a little bit of history, because honestly, some people think that essential oils are a new fad, and they are so far from it. They were first mentioned by the biblical book of Genesis, chapter 37. Joseph was sold to the slave traders. Sorry, that part I'm reading because I don't have that memorized. They carried spicery, balm, and myrrh. Genesis ends with the burial of Joseph's father, anointed with myrrh. Some of the oldest cultures in the world used essential oils. Babylonians used cedarwood, myrrh, and cypress. The Egyptians used essential oils for beauty and embalming. They have the oldest recorded deodorant recipe with essential oils, which that's another thing. I use my toothpaste, my Thieves toothpaste. Yeah, that's a great little hack. Pakistan and Rome used essential oils in communal bathhouses. They were even used by Christ. Jesus was given frankincense and myrrh, and frankincense is sometimes referred to as the coconut oil of essential oils, because it has over 10,000 uses. They were used by medieval Europeans. It was only after World War II when oils were rediscovered. So their science is growing. The knowledge about them is growing tremendously every single year. And whereas some people have thought, it's kind of a passing fad, absolutely the farthest thing from it. They have been around and they will be around, and knowledge of them is growing and the community is growing, because we are all starting to recognize, especially now, the need for protecting our families, protecting our DNA, protecting our health, protecting our immunity, getting rid of toxins from our homes. All of these things can be accomplished using essential oils. So for me, it's been the most incredible discovery. Amanda, you're here online. Thank you so much. This is all your fault. I absolutely adore you, and I'm so grateful. I absolutely am so blessed and so thrilled and so grateful to have discovered this. And I thank you every single day for introducing me to this beautiful, beautiful oily world. Anyway, let's move on. How do essential oils work? If you go into the grocery store and you buy a box of cereal, you can turn it over and you can see the ingredients on the package. Whereas in the United States for essential oils, there's no rating system for what's in the bottle. You need to know where you're getting them from. You need to know where they're sourced from. So what sets Young Living aside? It's a promise that we have called Seed to Seal. You can go to seedtoseal.com and check it out. It is more than just a promise. It is absolutely, it's so real. I went to one of the farms. I had the privilege and pleasure of going to one of the farms last year in Utah, and with my daughter, one of my youngest daughters, the lavender farm. It was the most incredible experience, and I absolutely cannot wait to explore more of the farms around the world. The one thing that sets Young Living apart from everybody else is the Seed to Seal promise. So let's talk about what that means. Young Living never uses anything added to their oils. So there's never any constituents that are stripped out to make the oils smell better. We do not mix species. We do not ever use pesticides on the fields, on the plants. No pesticides, no herbicides, and they're never genetically modified seeds. So the Young Living, it's actually an interesting stat, whereas a lot of the industry, when farming, the standard is $60 per acre for using pesticides and on the fields to keep the weeds away. Young Living, so that's $60 for the normal acre. Young Living, the cost for maintaining the fields is $12,000 per acre because the fields are hand weeded. There is such care and love put into the plants and into the care of from the seed to seal. So right for every single step. The soil is never tainted with mercury, arsenic, glyphosate, or any poison because the fields are untouched by toxic chemicals. The plants are harvested at exactly the right moment of the height of chemical constituents because the Young Living research team has found the ideal time for each specific plant. We know that because of the extensive library on oils, Young Living has the oldest and largest globally compiled library from nearly 30 years of research at their farms on 6 continents. It's the real deal. So there are farms all around the world. I went to one in Mona, Utah. There are farms in Croatia. There are farms in Ecuador. There are farms in France. I can't wait to go to the lavender farm in France someday. So farms all over the world, you can visit them yourself. Any single one of the farms you can go to because Young Living is transparent. Each one of the oils that is harvested, they have the distilleries right there on site at each of the farms, along with labs. They are tested 8 times at the farm, then again in Spanish Fork, Utah, and then again after bottling. So there are 24 tests per batch to make sure the oils meet standards. And then third-party, very expensive third-party testing with accredited, respected, independent labs to make sure that every single oil that ever reaches a bottle and comes to you is, I think the stat is, do the math, I think it's up to 90 times that each oil is tested. Young Living is now 26 years young, and in all that time, they've never had any kind of recall. The purity is complete. There is nothing else on the planet like these. And even if you've used oils from other companies, I wish you were here in my living room so that I could be passing around bottles and you could be feeling it and smelling it. But for those that do know, and those that have kits and know the oils, like Sarah and Tanis and Amanda that are here with us, you know that the purity is total, and the integrity of this company is like nothing I've ever known. So it's very reassuring to me, and I know that I can trust the products completely. So Young Living's oils are tested by scientists with over 180 years of combined experience, and most of the scientists were hand trained by Gary Young, the founder himself. So Young Living is the global leader in essential oils with nearly $2 billion in annual sales. It's still run by the family. Mary Young is still the head of the company. It's basically like a multi-billion-dollar mom and pop shop. And the integrity is so complete. It's really a beautiful thing to behold once you really understand the depth of what that means. Those that use the oils keep returning. So you may have tried other oils from the grocery store, and we'll talk about that a little bit. You may have tried other brands. Once you try Young Living, there's no going back. There's no going back, because there is nothing as pure. There is nothing as good. There are over, I had a stat written down here. There are 3,000 global employees, 600 life-changing products, 16 corporate and partner farms, and more than 20 international markets, 50 highly trained scientists, and 12 independent partner labs, 6 million global partners. 6 million people around the world use these oils regularly, and they keep coming back because they work. They're phenomenal. So I know that the little bottles might behind me kind of look like, if you haven't used them before, you wonder what could be in those. I said it the other night in my other class, and I can only compare it to understanding, if you're a parent, the love you have for your child. You could never have conceived that kind of love before you had a child. And once you understand how your heart can just multiply, the difference between your life is you can't ever go back. The same thing with essential oils. That's what I like to equate it to, because honestly, once you try these oils and you can feel the difference. I've seen the difference in myself, in my children, in our home, in people all around me, with my mom, with friends of friends, and it's incredible how they can literally change lives. These are therapeutic grade oils. They are not just pretty smelling. They're so much more than just something to make your home smell pretty. They have real applications. So everything from physical to emotional, and everything in between. They can help with everything. So let's talk about Seed to Seal really quickly. To say that Young Living is the same as a generic brand of grocery store, at the grocery store makes no sense. Young Living and any other oil are completely different. Why would you use an oil to get away with chemicals and then use an oil laden with chemicals? So basically, the grocery store oils, or anything that you get off online, anywhere but from Young Living, you have almost no guarantee of what's in that. You need to know where they come from. So you cannot have quality without cost. The two go hand in hand. When you have a third-party lab testing to make sure it's pure, there's the proof. So up to 90 times before it's bottled and sent to you. the integrity and hard work and standards that go into these oils, there's no compare. So Young Living is definitely different. And please, 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 I welcome you to go online and check out seedtoseal.com if you haven't already. So all of our oil is shipped from around the world to Spanish Fork, Utah, where it's run through vigorous 8-point testing to ensure purity. The tests are run in triplicate and a third time before bottling. What does this mean? It means that testing is thorough and precise. Hey Jennifer, thank you for coming out. And Tere, hi, nice to see you here. This is why I don't buy my oils from anywhere else. I know that these are as pure can be. I know that the quality is absolutely beyond compare. So, and once again, I said, you can check out seedtoseal.com. You can go to the farms. And I cannot wait to go see every farm around the world as soon as I possibly can. As soon as those opportunities come up. So why would you not just buy your oils at the grocery store? I remember back in Canada before I moved down here. So I've been in Mexico now for over 19 years. And before my babies were born, I remember buying oils at the store. I remember very clearly them saying, do not ingest, do not put them on your skin. And I had a healthy fear of essential oils because I thought, oh my gosh, I was scared of them. I didn't know what to do with them. And at that time I had one of those little tea candle burners and you would drop the oils into, and I used them to make the house smell nice. But I had no idea of the difference. And so fast forward many years later, I'd put my candles away when my babies were little. I didn't want them to get hurt, and I had no more essential oils anymore. I mean, I'd thrown them away. The other ones had gone rancid years ago. So when I decided I wanted to have some peppermint for headaches, because I'd learned that you could use that for helping with headaches, I reached out to Amanda and I got the peppermint in my kit, and here we are. But the difference between the grocery store oils and Young Living, or virtually any brand, and Young Living is purity. You get what you pay for. So I love the little, I'm going to do a little t-shirt up. It says, "Friends don't let friends buy grocery store oils," because you don't want what's in those. There's zero, they're going to be filled with pesticides and all kinds of nasty fillers and things that they will never have to tell you that's in there. So anyway, I've seen bottles online of frankincense for $7, but that's impossible. For it to be a pure product, it's impossible. It actually costs more than that just to distill it. So to put it in a bottle and to distribute it and sell it, there's no way they'd be making any money. They'd be at a loss. Something's wrong with that product when it's being sold at such a low price. Frankincense comes from the resin of a tree, and it must be distilled at the proper temperature for days to pull the best oil out of the plant. The labor to distill the plant is one of the reasons it's so costly. So the only way to sell it for a low price is that it would be an adulterated oil, and there's no profit in that. So, you have to question that. Frankincense must be tapped like maple syrup from a tree. The resin oozes out and it turns into a hard resin. I would have this on the screen behind me, but like I said, could not get the PowerPoint to work. So, oh well, here we are. You could distill it with solvents, and a lot of those would cause cancer, but that's not the way that Young Living does it. You can extract much more oil much more quickly, and of course at a lower labor cost if you were to use solvents. But then you'd have solvents concentrated in your oil, and that's not what you want. Young Living never uses chemicals to extract any of their oils, especially the frankincense. So that's what Seed to Seal is really all about. And Young Living just simply does things the hard way, but that's why you get the best oil. So all the oils in the world fall into 4 categories. There's authentic, manipulated, perfume, and synthetic. Authentic means that the oils are 100% pure. There's never any added synthetics or additives into the bottle. They are never adulterated. They are never diluted, nothing. So these are Young Living oils. They are authentic. They are therapeutic grade. They are phenomenal. Manipulated means that the final product has been made to smell more pleasing and possibly less earthy. So some of the heavier molecules of the oil has been stripped out, and another additive has been put in there to enhance the aroma. Perfume oils are not pure at all. They're mixed with synthetics to create an aroma. These oils have zero therapeutic action, and they are frequently used, solvents are used to extract them from the plant. Synthetics are not at all true oils. They smell nothing like the original plant, and they are typically labeled scented products. So I remember when I was a kid, my grandmother had a product that she used. It was called rose milk. I don't even know if that exists anymore. So I could not stand that smell, and that's what I thought that roses smelled like. I thought that's how they were supposed to be, and I didn't like it. Fast forward all these years, and I have the opportunity to smell the rose oil of Young Living, and I was a little hesitant. I thought I wasn't going to like it at all, and honestly, it's nothing like I expected. It's so it's so rich. And I was with Kelowna, and she let me try her rose oil the first time. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful oil. It's still on my wish list, but I will get there. So authentic is the only true oil. It's pure oil. Synthetic oils would be like opening your fridge, taking out a glass of orange juice, diluting it 95% with chemicals before you drank it. And then, of course, it's not going to have the same nutritional benefits as pure orange juice. That's the same with essential oils. If you take something and fill it up with other things, it's not going to do what it needs to do. I've heard the analogy of if you take a tea bag and you make tea the first time, you can have a nice, solid, strong cup of tea. You could technically take that same tea bag and make a second cup and a third cup and a fourth cup, and you could go down 12 down the line, and technically the 12th cup from the same tea bag is going to be the same. It's going to be tea, but it's not going to taste the same. So you're going to have to fill it up with a whole bunch of stuff to make it resemble the original cup of tea. Nicole, I hope you can watch the replay anytime you want, Nicole, and you can share it with people. Thank you for being here. I hope you're doing well, and I send you love. Okay, so moving on. Seed to Seal is, so when you buy oils anywhere else, please check to make sure that the other company grows their own plants. Do they have Seed to Seal? Do they control the entire process? Do they, from the farm to the bottle, do they use pesticides? Do they protect from pollution? Do they farm on previously farmed land? All of that can affect the quality of an oil. So why would you go the extra step to get away from chemicals and then use an oil that's laden with chemicals? It just absolutely makes no sense, right? So what is the impact of spraying with pesticides? I would like to talk about that. There's actually, following this video, I'm going to do a series of posts or some information that you can go in and check the links. There's a great little video called The Organic Effect. I would have shown that to you now on the screen, but I couldn't get that connection going. So anyway, Let's talk about how it takes tens of thousands of rose blossoms to make an ounce of rose oil. Popping back to that rose oil. The oils are even more concentrated than food. So if you sprayed pesticides on a crop, they are, by reasoning, going to be even more concentrated in your oil than they would on the food, like on apple skin. So this is why we do not spray our crops with Young Living ever. Ever, 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 ever. So you will be able to check out the link for that organic effect video after this. Young Living's Seed to Seal is a promise of integrity. The plants are harvested at their peak. They are put through vigorous seed to seal testing process. They go directly from the farm to your home with all of the tests in between. So Seed to Seal is not a slogan. It is absolutely a promise. And like I said, having been to one of the farms last year in Utah, phenomenal experience. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place if you ever have a chance to go. But you can witness the entire process. You can see the seeds. You can be part of the process. And the smell of lavender diffusing in the air, I couldn't figure out what that smell was, but it exactly smelled like, I realized later, the smell when I'm baking shortbread, lavender shortbread in my pastry kitchen. That smell was everywhere in the air. It was heavenly. It felt like they were pumping that smell into the air, but the reality was it was just the natural smell of lavender diffusing, and it was everywhere. This phenomenal big farm. It was so beautiful. So why do some companies sell oils cheaper than others? Most essential oil companies sell cheaper because they cut corners to save money, to save you money. Well, save them money and then save you money. But if you spray a crop with pesticides, you get more crop to distill, right? If you use a chemical solvent to extract the oils, you pull more out. If you dilute it with a cheaper oil, a carrier oil, you stretch the oil and you have that you've distilled, and you will be able to sell it more cheaply. How are oils made? It takes a great deal of work to distill a tiny amount of essential oil. 60,000 rose blossoms provide only 1 ounce of rose oil. That's amazing. Lavender is abundant. 200 pounds will provide 7 pounds of lavender oil. Jasmine flowers must be picked by hand before the sun gets too hot on the first day that they open, and it makes it one of the most, well, it's absolutely intoxicating, number one, but it's one of the most expensive oils in the world, and for reason. The reason why it is so powerful from Young Living is that it is handled and produced with such incredible care. It takes 8 million, I love this stat, 8 million hand-picked blossoms to produce 2.2 pounds of jasmine oil. Can you believe that? I mean, that's phenomenal. That's mind-blowing. Sandalwood tree must be 30 years old and 30 feet high before it can be cut down for distillation. Gary Young sandalwood trees must be 90% dead before they're harvested. So that's another whole point about responsible sourcing of these oils. The entire stewardship from the company is... Please share some tea recipes, says Tere. Okay, thieves tea. Just grab thieves and lemon with honey in hot water. It will help with your immunity. It tastes delicious. It smells delicious. Drink that down. How many times a day? Especially right now. Everybody, please take care of your immunity. So, most oils are $10 to $30 per bottle, depending on the thickness or the viscosity of the oil. A 5 milliliter bottle contains between 90 to 100 drops, and a 15 milliliter bottle contains between 200 to 240 drops. Each application is 1 to 3 drops, so that means even one of the small 5 milliliter bottles will give you 45 to 90 applications. That's a lot. Thieves Cleaner is made from plants only. We talked about this extensively the other night. It costs about $1.50 a bottle is the stat, but well, when you make the cleaner, but when I calculated it out down here in pesos, it was even cheaper. So it's plant-based amazingness. It cleans better than any other brand that I see everybody using these days to clean and get rid of germs and disinfect, and it makes me shudder to know all the plants that are, all of the products that are everyone's drowning themselves in out there, that are so filled with toxins. And Young Living has the most incredible toxin-free, clean, plant-based, essential oil infused stuff. So if you were to go to the grocery store and go get a bottle of plant-based cleaner, a spray bottle of plant-based cleaner, even if you could guarantee that it was even close to the quality and purity of Young Living, I guarantee it's going to cost more than about $1.50 a bottle. You can use the Thieves Cleaner for, I mean, like I said, I talked about this in the class the other night. I will do another Thieves class coming up in the days to come. You can use it to clean every surface in your home. It is the only cleaner that I use now. It cleans glass, it cleans floors, it cleans wood, it cleans leather, it can scrub, it can everything. It's the best stuff on the planet, and it smells like Christmas. So Thieves Cleaner and Thieves Hand Sanitizer come in the starter kit in the United States, I believe. If they don't, because in Mexico they don't come in the starter kit, but there is a package you can get with essential rewards that is especially here called Mi Linea Thieves. And it is an amazing collection of Thieves cleaners and everything you need to get started. So if you're interested in that, let me know, and we can chat after the class. So Thieves Toxin-Free Life. To talk about the power of this essential oil blend, it comes in the starter kit. It's there's a series of classes that I'm offering. So essential oils, Thieves, I will be doing a Ninja class, and then I'll be working on some other classes as well to present to you, so I can keep inviting you into my home and visiting with you this way. But I will be doing a Thieves class, and that's part of the education that I'll be offering coming up. Let me just, I had another thing here. Okay. I want to talk about essential rewards. So really quickly, it is the monthly program that I'm on. It gives you 10% back for the first 3 months, 20% back from months 4 through 24. And then from month 25 onward, you get 25% of your purchase back. So when you are committing to getting the toxins out of your home, when you are committing to a natural lifestyle, that is something that, I mean, you're paying yourself to be on this program. You get a ton of free stuff. There are promos every month, and you get that percentage back into your account, which then you can use going forward for the other 600 products and 300 oils, to help keep yourself and your family healthy and supported and toxin-free. So it's an amazing program. Those discounts are, and monthly money that's given back to you into your account is in addition to the 24% off retail, which it comes with your wholesale membership price, which is what you get with your starter kit. So that discount is for life. It's better than Costco. You don't need to renew every year and be paying for a membership. You are never obliged to reorder once you get to know these products and you feel how amazing they are. That's very unlikely that you won't want to keep using them. However, there are no yearly membership fees. It's just steeply discounted oils and oil-infused products that are the purest in the world. Amazing. So There's more that's actually even more incredible. There are more perks to, if you were to go to the grocery store, can you imagine that they'd be giving you 25% back of your purchase, every single purchase? That's amazing. So Essential Rewards is a monthly order. It's a monthly program, but it's completely optional. You don't have to be on it. But to be honest, at the beginning, I wasn't for the first few months. And then I realized all the free stuff that I didn't get because I wasn't on it. I love free stuff. Gotta admit. And I love paying myself to buy the products that I need for my family anyway. And it gets delivered to my door, which right now, more than ever, is massively important. Nobody really wants to be going out and going store to store to go get products when you can have it delivered straight to your door. So the value of Essential Rewards, I get my oils paid for free. That's exactly what it comes down to. And I would want you to have the same thing. So I buy from myself, and I've turned our home into a toxin-free zone. So that's a win-win. If you are interested in getting a starter kit, I can help you with that today. The points can go towards your ER order. That's $100 earned towards your ER freebies. Every month there are promos, amazing promos. And that's right now, like I said, in Mexico, the kit is still on sale until tomorrow. I believe tomorrow? Is today the 27th? Anyway, got the days all mixed up. So it's tremendous savings. Which if you are on a budget and you're being thrifty, these plant-based options are actually cheaper than the stuff you buy from the store, and you're saving your family's health and you're paying yourself. It's totally a win-win. Anyway, so the ER bundle that there are packages within Essential Rewards only available to people on Essential Rewards, and the best one, in my opinion, which I've been recommending lately, and I'm so glad that it's back in stock as of today, is the Thieves bundle, or here in Mexico, it's the Kit Mi Linea Thieves, and it's a power-packed bundle that has the Thieves Cleaner, it has the foaming hand soap, it has like the world's best hand sanitizer, and in the links that I will provide with the written content following this class, there's also a video about that, so you can check that out. So, are oils safe? Let's jump back into the final bit of our 101 class. We're almost at the end of our aromatherapy hangout time, but I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the individual oils. Are oils safe? So if they're so powerful, are they safe? Well, there are certain oils that are photosensitive. They can make your skin more sensitive if you go out into the sun. So especially the citrus oils like citrus fresh, lemon, etc. When you use them on your skin, you always want to watch for redness, dilution with carrier oil for some people. At the beginning, there's the phrase start low and slow. So don't dive into your kit with such gusto without just get used to them. You definitely should dilute oils when you're using them on children, especially because their skin is more permeable and it absorbs the oils more quickly. What is a carrier oil? It is a fatty oil that you would use like coconut oil or olive oil or grapeseed oil or jojoba, or all these different kinds of oils that you could use either for cooking or that you like on your skin. Generally always recommend organic if you can, of course. And a lot of them, you're already going to find them in your kitchen, so that's handy. The molecules of a carrier oil are much larger than the essential oils, so it helps to extend the absorption rate. It slows down the absorption rate into the body, and because the essential oil needs to ping pong through the larger oil molecules of the carrier to get into your skin. Okay. A little bit of oil safety before you get into your kit. You would never use oils in your eyes. Some oils like peppermint and hot oils like cinnamon and clove, they can cause a hot or burning sensation on your skin. If that's the case, then you can just put, well, first of all, keep them away from your eyes and any mucous membranes. But you can use, if you were to ever get them into those areas, you would use a carrier oil over top of it, and that helps calm it down. Sarah says through the 28th. Yes, the starter kit in Mexico is still on sale through the 28th here in Mexico. So it's 10% off, already the best deal on the planet, which is already over 50% off the regular price. So the internal use of oils. Some people go, what? You can take those internally? I'm like, yeah, every single day. I will use, make myself a tea, like we talked about, with Terry asked about, in the morning, and sometimes throughout the day, especially lately. I will put thieves and lemon and honey in hot water, breathe in the steam, and then drink it down. It's delicious, it's soothing, and it's super great to help your immunity. The internal use of oils. NAHA, the National Association of Holistic Aromatherapy, is one of the top aromatherapy organizations in the United States. It does not advocate essential oils for internal use. And that is because most companies do not carry grass oils, which means generally regarded as safe. Many argue that internal usage of oils is unsafe, and that would be true in certain circumstances. If you are using oils from any other company that cannot guarantee their purity and you don't know where they came from, definitely never use those other oils internally. But with Young Living, you can. You need to make sure you're checking the labels first. Young Living Vitality Oils. So in the United States, the white label on the oils is a Vitality, which indicates that it can be used for internal use. However, if you have a Vitality Lemon and a Vitality Regular, exactly the same oil inside, Young Living never ever compromises on quality. So you always have exactly the same, whether it's the 5 milliliter Vitality or a 15 milliliter regular, it's always going to be exactly the same. So the Vitality Peppermint, the regular peppermint, exactly the same oil. That's the same with every single oil that's in the Vitality line. It's always exactly the same. In Mexico, the Vitality line is called Plus. And in Canada, I think, Mom, what's the Vitality line in Canada called? Vitality line in Canada. Food additive? Yeah. Canada's so special. They have a different labeling on it. I don't have it in front of me, but so in the United States, Vitality, white label. Mexico called Plus. In Canada, they call it, I think it's a food additive, but always exactly the same oil and never any compromise in quality. So you have, even if you've not ever used a bottle of essential oil, technically, you've been using essential oils your whole life. I mean, if you've used oregano in your spaghetti sauce, or you've used basil on your pizza, or any of those, that all comes from the plant. If you've ever had wintergreen or spearmint in your chewing gum, you've had essential oils. Oh, there's one. Thank you, Mom. So in Canada, it says food flavoring, and then in French, but yeah, that's interesting. It's going to be backwards. You're not going to be able to see it. But anyway, so interesting. Canada's always so different and special. NAHA bases a lot of their decisions on the British model, which advocates topical use only. Some of the British studies, however, are flawed. They're done with extremely high doses and in ways that oils are not naturally used. So Young Living absolutely uses and recommends 3 different methods of using them. So the British, French, and German methods. French use the oils internally. Young Living Vitality and or the Plus or the food additive, food flavoring, all exactly the same oil, but just with a white label. So you can recognize which ones to take internally. Now, if you look at the ingredients of the list you have in your bathroom or kitchen, every day the products that we put on our skin, we breathe in products, we put them on our skin, we have them on and around us, and many of those products contain damaging chemicals. This is something that I did talk about the other day, and I will continue to talk about because it's very important. The average woman applies over 300 chemicals to her body in a day through soaps, makeup, shampoo, and hair products. And just under 100 of those are just before breakfast. I mean, that's just so unnecessary. These are all absorbed into our skin. They are messing with our endocrine system. They are messing with our hormones. And when you use Young Living oils, you're using a product that has one ingredient, like lemon or tangerine or oregano, and they have no synthetics and they have none of that other stuff in there. So is all of this overwhelming? It could be, but when you start with the starter kit, it's so balanced. That's what's behind me here. So I'm going to go a little bit through the oils that are in the kit. We can talk about it. Once again, I am here to help every step of the way. I have reference guides. I have apps. I've got the educational groups. If you'd like to be in the educational groups and you're not already, please, please, please tell me. I will send you an invitation. They are amazing. So once you learn how to use your starter kit and you start incorporating them into your life, it really is almost like a switch. It's unlearning old behaviors. It's taking toxins out of your home. And you, after a while, will start to use your intuition. You start to gravitate towards things that your body needs and that works for your family. And for me, there's absolutely no going back. I will, once you start using your kit, you start stepping away from toxic chemicals, and you can't go back to them. You just can't. You don't want them in your life anymore. I used to be that girl that put on the perfume and you could smell me from half a block away. I used Febreze in the air. I bleached everything. I loved my towels. If they didn't smell like bleach, I didn't feel that they were clean. I still have white towels to this day because I wanted to always be able to bleach them and not ruin the color. I used the neon cleaner for the floors. I had the Glade plugins. I loved my Bounce. All of these toxic, highly toxic chemicals are things that so filled with synthetics, and those chemicals are messing with our hormones. I'm a mom of 2 girls. My health is important, but the health of my girls is paramount. I want to protect them at all times, and I don't know, maybe we'll see where the future goes, and definitely not anytime soon, but someday if they decide they want to be a mom or be moms, I hope that they will have that capacity, that they will not have issues with hormone disruption and or any kind of diseases. So all of these things, every oil that I'm using is a toxic chemical that I'm not, and that's really important to me, and that has become my massive passion, and I'm so glad that you're here to Tere says hi to Nana. Hey Nana. I'm glad, I love that you're here. Thank you so much for joining me. So I got my moments. I'm a frugal mom. I want to be watching my costs. And the starter kit is the best place to start because it's more than half off. If you were to just buy a bottle of Panaway and frankincense, That's the cost of the entire kit. So basically you buy 2 bottles, you get 10 bottles free plus an amazing diffuser, which is a medical grade diffuser. You get samples of the Ningxia Red. You get, if you're local to me, I'll make sure that you get a bottle of Thieves spray bottle and extra little goodies. It's the best bang for your buck. So let's run through the oils in the kit. Frankincense. So this is the point where if you were sitting here on my couch, I would be passing around the oils. And I would love for you to try these, because if you don't have them, I would love for you to be able to smell them. And so frankincense in Spanish, why did I even have it? Oh, it's right here, tiny little bottle. It's called incienso in Spanish. This particular one is a biblical oil. It was one of the oils given to baby Jesus. It's amazing. It's a top skin oil. It helps smooth the appearance of skin. I use this in my facial serum every single day. If you've ever got any kind of skin issue for healing or support, this is it. It's the key ingredient in Young Living's Brain Power Oil. You can diffuse it for prayer, for meditation. It helps with grounding. It helps with giving you purpose. I like to use this one for focusing, and you can, I used it even when I had knee surgery recently. I used in frankincense and lavender on the suture sites when I had my stitches taken out, and I can't even tell where those incisions were anymore. So lavender is one of the main oils that Young Living is also known for. It's I use this every single night in my diffuser. So there's the lavender. You can't really see it. Oh, that was really, really classy. So anyway, almost knocked over the camera there. Good job. Lavender is an oil for relaxation. It's calming, for diffused, soothing aroma. Like I said, I use it every night in my diffuser along with cedarwood. Both of those are shown in studies, and I can forward you the slides that show the brain scans of somebody with high anxiety and how I've got a rooting section over here. I almost just knocked over the camera. So they calm anxiety. They can help calm you down. They can help relax you. So I use it every single night in my diffuser. You can unwind by using some in a nighttime bath. It's also another one for skin support. So like I said, I use lavender and frankincense on my suture marks, and it took care of the scarring. It's referred to as the Swiss Army knife of essential oils because it has so many uses. You can use it on bruises and rashes and bug bites and mild burns. I like to use it in my lemonade. Delicious, delicious lavender lemonade. I saw a recipe. Mom? I think they're forgetting that I'm doing an online class here. I saw a recipe for lavender cake, and I'm going to get into that too. So one of the differences between the kit in the United States and the kit in Mexico is an oil called Citrus Fresh. So Citrus Fresh is one that is in the kit in the United States. In Mexico, we still have Purification, which strangely enough I didn't put on my shelf. But it's an incredible oil for getting rid of anything stinky. You can put it in your diffuser if you're cooking and anything with strong smells. So if you want to get rid of the smell of fish or onions or anything that you're cooking, you can diffuse that. I talked earlier about how I loved Febreze, and I got rid of that nasty, massively toxic product and replaced it with a spray bottle that I put 12 to 15 drops of oil, purification, in with water, and I can spray that in the air. I can spray it on cushions. I can spray it on the dog bed. I can spray it on stinky gym clothes. I can spray it on anything to freshen up. So it's amazing. Citrus Fresh is also a very refreshing blend. Orange, tangerine, grapefruit, lemon, and mandarin. And it can replace chemical-based home fragrances. It's wonderful if you diffuse it. I like it in water. I've even put it in white wine. It's quite nice. So Thieves Vitality. Thieves is something we definitely need to talk about because it is definitely all the rage right now. Thieves I am using every single day. I have stocked up on this one for sure. It is well known for helping healthy respiratory system. It helps support your immunity. It's been proven to kill 99.9% of germs and bacteria. So if just to support immunity, not even to mention about anything else, you can use it if you're feeling sick or if you just don't even want to get sick. You need Thieves all day, every day. You can put it in the diffuser and it will purify the air. It will kill, help with airborne air quality. You can put it on the bottom of your feet and on your spine. The feet are an incredible place to add oils. So you can put that down there without a carrier oil. I have actually one with a roller ball that I put on the bottom of the feet before I put on socks and shoes. So before kids go to school, well, we're going to school, and in between using Thieves all day long. So in teas, on my feet, in the diffuser, and it's so effective for killing germs and bacteria that it inspired the entire line of cleaners. So if you put oils in on your feet or on your spine, there are bundles of nerves that run through your body, of course, on your feet and hands where they come out. And if you put oils there on those places topically, you're covering a lot of ground and you're helping to support your body. But I did see a presentation recently, which I'd be happy to share with you, about talking about supporting, protecting your DNA. Amazing, super geeked out science-wise. I loved the presentation, and it was talking about how everybody should be using essential oils every day, but it was definitely talking about how you could put them on the bottom of your feet, and that's one of the best places to apply them. So morning, noon, and night, bottom of your feet. In the US starter kit, there is also Peace and Calming. It is a beautiful oil. It is amazing for calming kids. It's amazing for pets. And I remember the first time I smelled it, I was like, what is in this? It's so great. There's another oil that I used at the beginning called Stress Away, which the Stress Away is a combination of lime with vanilla and copaiba. And Stress Away is different. It's good for helping support prolonged stress. Whereas Peace and Calming is for maybe the evening or a time where you just want to slow down. I can also use it sometimes in my diffuser at nighttime. Peace and Calming contains ylang ylang, orange, tangerine, patchouli, and blue tansy. It's amazing. Stress Away promotes wellness and is one of the top emotional blends. You can put it, I've said it before and I'll say it again, if I could get this stuff in industrial amounts and figure a way to put it in my shower head, I would bathe in it. It's phenomenal. It smells like vacation in a bottle, as they've nicknamed it, or a massage for the senses. Lemon is the other one that I use with Thieves in that tea that I make throughout the day. So the citrus flavor enhances the flavor of food. I use it very often in my cooking. If you want to add the flavor of lemon without the acidity, or without diluting something. So I'll use this in my buttercream to make, and instead of what I used to buy and struggle sometimes to find a good quality lemon extract, I now use this lemon oil. It's amazing, it's amazing, it's amazing. It's a key ingredient in Ninja Red and Thieves. It's used to help support immune system, and it's great for your liver. I put lemon in my drinking water. Well, I should be showing you the Vitality bottle, but because when I rebuy my oils, I always get the big bottle because I use a lot of oil. So once again, Vitality, little white bottle, and the bigger regular bottle, same oil inside every single time. You can also use lemon for anything sticky. So if you take a label off of a jar or a bottle or something, and you get that sticky goo, you can, instead of using something toxic like Goo B Gone, you can use the lemon oil. And just a couple drops, wipe it off. What else can you use it for? You can take off permanent marker. I think you can even use it to take off nail polish. Somebody at the grocery store or something, a grocery cart or something bangs down the side of your car. You get that, black, nasty residue on the car. You can use this. Ooh, and the other thing, my mom used it the other day, and I've used it many times. Instead of WD-40, you can use lemon oil on the hinges to get rid of squeaks. So, and I saw a presentation once. I live in Mexico, I'm Canadian, not into guns, but I saw somebody that said that using lemon oil to clean your gun is about the best thing on the planet. So anyway, it's a great degreaser. You can use it for dirty pots and pans, and it is amazing with Epsom salts for a soak in a bath. Panaway is one of the best oils if you were to just get the kit. Just for Panaway, it should be called Pain Away. Hey Ryan, nice to see you. Panaway, it is incredible for soothing muscles. It has a stimulating aroma, and you can apply it to the back of your neck. You can apply it anywhere, muscles, joints. So this is one that I wouldn't be using myself. I wouldn't ever waste this one in my diffuser. I want this one on me. I want this one topically. This is another one. It's got a childproof cap. You don't take this one internally. So this particular oil combined with copaiba and peppermint, if you layer them, so copaiba, Panaway, and then peppermint, knockout trio for anything pain. So muscles and joints, incredible. I've even made it up into a little roller with carrier oil to have on the go with me if I've got any issues. You could put this on the bottom of your feet, and it's really invigorating. It helps with the support of appearance of healthy skin, which is interesting. 90% of early aging isn't wrinkles, it's the discoloration of skin. So you can add Panaway to your cleanser or your light moisturizer. It's actually something I haven't tried, but it was a tip that I came across today, so I'm passing that along. It's incredible for mild or occasional headaches also. So, Panaway. Digize is one of the oils that comes in the kit, both in the United States and, well, in all of the starter kits, I believe. So Digize is one of the ones that, honestly, I also wouldn't put it on my diffuser. I don't like the smell of this one, but that's me. Some people gravitate towards it. This is one that has basically saved my life in terms of digestion. This is a digestion support oil. So if you could put it in water and you could drink a couple drops down. I will very often put, if I've gone out to eat something or I eat something that just didn't quite sit well with me, I will put 2 to 3 drops of this under my tongue. If you use some oils sublingually, they will go into your system very, very quickly. And it's seconds. It's within seconds that I can feel the difference. You could also put it in a veggie cap and take it internally if you wanted. You can use it, in a veggie cap. Okay, so going down, Raven is an oil that is available in the U.S. Mom, would you like to come and say hello again?
Oh, I was just doing this.
Okay. Just pop on in.
I can't see.
Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Just say hi to Mama.
Hey there.
There we go.
Love you guys. Hope
Yeah,
you enjoyed
everybody
Dina.
can hear you over in the hallway.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Thanks. Okay, so Raven is an oil that is used for respiratory support. It has, and in Mexico, we still have RC. When I called Mom over because I wanted to tell this little story about the difference between, well, the use of Raven and RC. My mama has respiratory issues. She's been a smoker for many years. When she came down here to visit a couple years ago, she got off the plane and she told me that she admitted we got home late at night, put the bags down, and she said she wanted to go see a doctor. Well, that is something that instantly made me a little bit upset because that's not something she would normally say. So I knew that she was dealing with something strong at the time for her to say that. At the time, it was very late. I said we could go to emergency or I could get an appointment the next day. And she said, no, we'll wait till tomorrow. She didn't want, but she admitted she hadn't been sleeping. She couldn't breathe. She was coughing constantly. Now, this was a couple years ago. That's not dealing with current issues. But to say that RC and Raven help support your respiratory is incredible, because what I talked about earlier about the instinct kicking in is I was brand new to oils practically. I didn't know the difference. I had both on hand. I also had eucalyptus. And what I did was recalled that when I was a kid, they used to give me hot water with Vicks and let me breathe that. Now, I do not recommend Vicks anymore. It's a petroleum-based product. You do not need those chemicals in your system. But what I did was boil some water, put in RC and Raven. One is for upper respiratory, one is for lower respiratory, and then just for fun, because I didn't even go to my reference guides or anything. It was my instinct that told me, and I put extra eucalyptus in there. And she came over and I tented her head over the hot water and she sputtered and coughed for a little bit. And then she breathed it for about 10 minutes and she went to bed. And in the morning when she woke up, I was in the kitchen and I was preparing right over here. If you were here, you'd know where I was talking about, making coffee. And she came out and I asked her how she was doing. And some people have been to my class. I always tell this story because it gives me goosebumps every single time. She walked out, she kind of shuffled out, she looked up. So how old are you, Mama?
71.
She's 71. So she looked up at me and I said, how did you sleep? And she did this look of that moment where she realized that these oils had absolutely changed the game for her. She said, I didn't cough, not even once.
I slept all night.
She slept all night. She hadn't slept in days. She hadn't been able to lie down. She hadn't been able to breathe. She had been coughing nonstop. And by breathing in those oils deeply with the hot water, it obviously helped support her lungs in a way that she hadn't felt before. That was huge. That was huge. And so Raven's still her jam. She still loves that one.
And I did it again.
And she did it again in Canada.
And same.
And had the same response, she says. So let's get into what else is in the kit. Ninja is in the kit. You get samples of the Ninja Red. That will be another class. I'm coming up in evenings to come. I will be talking about Ninja. In the kit, you get 2 packets of it. I like to buy the big bottles. Mama likes the packets so she can throw them into her pocket and have them around as snacks and support. Do not forget that they are in the bottom layer of your kit when you get it. Do not forget that secret compartment down there. There's the Ningxia and the other 2 oils. They are incredible mixture of berries, and it has all it's phenomenal off the charts antioxidants. I'll talk about that in another night. But it is so good for you, that I'm making an entire other class about it, okay? So you don't want to miss that one, and I hope that you will come back and join me for that class another night. Thieves Spray and hand sanitizer are things that come in the starter kit in the United States. Those are not available in the kit in Mexico, but as I said, I recommend that you get the Kit Millennia Thieves, and you get yourself set up with the Thieves products. The oil that put Young Living on the map is Thieves. I heard a stat in the last few days that in the last little bit with everything that's happening, Thieves product sales have gone up 700%. The entire world is realizing the power of these oils, and people are more open than ever to paying attention to their health, and that is a beautiful and wonderful thing. The Thieves is so powerful that there's an entire lineup of products. We have everything from hand soap to hand purifier to the laundry soap, the dish soap in the United States and Canada. There's the toothpaste that I have been using now for going on 3 years as my deodorant. So I know that sounds like a crazy thing, but I saw the hack and I tried it, and amazing. It got me off using the aluminum toxic antiperspirant that I used to use. So I'm so grateful for that. In the kit in the States, you get the Thieves Spray. It's a little tiny bottle. You can use that for spraying down shopping carts, every single mucky airline, generally disgusting surface, to help disinfect anything, anywhere. To the hand sanitizer, which is also one of the products that has been selling faster than hotcakes lately, because the Thieves, the Young Living Thieves hand sanitizer is literally one of the best products on the market out there. 2 of the most common hand sanitizers out there contain contain isopropyl alcohol, which kills good bacteria and can cause alcohol poisoning, which is not a side effect that you want by trying to keep your hands clean. 16 teenagers in 2012 in California were poisoned after drinking hand sanitizer. That's a terrible little stat. The other ones also contain toxic chemicals, which are hormone disruptors, like I don't know how to pronounce that, tocopherol acetate. I should have practiced that one before the class. And cross polymers, which, as well as fake fragrances. So you don't want that stuff on your skin. You don't want that soaking through your body's largest organ is your skin. What you put on your skin soaks into your system and it affects you. The Thieves hand sanitizer is the safest stuff on the planet. It's the safest stuff I know of, and it's made with denatured alcohol, which does not hit you like the ethyl alcohol. It has peppermint and clove and rosemary and cinnamon. That's what I want to have on my skin and on my kids and everyone that I love, to help can keep them safe and healthy. Valor is another amazing oil, which I layered on before this class. It's the final oil in the kit that I'll talk about today. It's one of the founder Gary Young's favorite oils. It contains black spruce, blue tansy, camphor, geranium, and frankincense. And it was a blend used by the ancient Romans in the bathhouses before the soldiers went into battle. It's an amazing scent for courage and bravery. It's an oil you can use for fear, and it helps promote calmness, as well as nicknamed chiropractor in a bottle. Starter kit is, just to recap, it comes with 12 amazing oils. It comes with an amazing diffuser. In the United States and Canada, you can choose your diffuser. In Mexico, it is the Dewdrop. And if you were to buy just 2 of the oils in the kit, it's the value of the entire kit. So that means you're getting 12 oils for the price of 2. You get thieves and ninja and literature and training and an incredible community, and it's all for free additionally. So the next step after this class will be some of the other classes that I will be also presenting to help swap out the dangerous chemicals in your home. One that I did the other night was detoxing your home, and I will be talking more in depth about specifically a thieves class. I'll be doing a ninjas class, and we'll be doing a bunch of other ones. So in the information that I will leave following this class, you'll be able to check out a post with some images and a ton of information. It talks about, there's video links in there that you can check out. There's the 3 cabinet challenge, which is a really, really fun thing. So I would like to end the class with the 3. Did you want to jump in here? Was there anything you needed to share? Everybody can hear you. Yeah, so the 3 cabinet challenge is something that I would love to share with you. It is something that we can jump into, and it's a lot of fun that you can use long after the class is over. So oils are a lifestyle. It's not a quick thing. It's not something you use just once, and it's an entire lifestyle. It's not just a single class. There are multiple classes, which is why I will be offering more of these. And I would like to invite you to accept the 3 cabinet challenge. So I will leave you a document afterwards, which you can click on. I'll leave it in the comments of combined with this class after I'm done. You can go. Since most of you are home, I would normally say, if you were here on my couches, I'd say go home and look in your cabinets, but you're probably already there. So you could go and look in your product, in your cabinets, and look at the products in there. Any 3 cabinets. So pick things you've used for years and take a look at the list of ingredients on the bottle. I dare you. I challenge you to take anything from your shampoo to your cleaners to anything, your toothpaste, turn over the label, read the ingredients. Can you pronounce them? Do you know what they are? If there's an ingredient you're not familiar with, I dare you to Google it with dangers of, and then type that ingredient in there and see what comes up. You will be floored with the poisons that are lurking in your cabinets. The things that you buy at the store thinking somebody's got your back, it's okay. It must be okay, right? It's for sale at the store. Somebody's watching out for you. They're not. So there's also a fearless calendar that I will share with you. If you were here, I'd hand it out, but I will share the document. It's a 30-day oil challenge, basically. So with your starter kit, I will share with you now, following this class, a free copy of the Fearless Challenge calendar. So it shows you, it walks you through how to use your oils, ways to use your oils. It's a lot of fun. So 3 cabinet challenge and the 30 days of oiling calendar, Fearless calendar. I will share those with you. If you take Fearless room by room, Fearless is also a book that it's a tiny little book, which I could hand out to you if you were here, but I do believe that it's definitely on Amazon. You can get it through oilability.com, and it's an incredible little booklet. It's a 2-hour read that has all the information in there you need about ridding your life and home from toxins. So if you were to take your Fearless room by room, it tells you how to have a chemical-free kitchen, chemical-free cleaning closet, swapping out toxins for pure young living products, and take baby steps. Do what you can. I talked the other night about do what you can. Start where you are. Do what you can. Everybody can take this information and apply it to their lives in any way that works for you. If you are looking for something just for stress relief, if you are looking for immunity support, if you are looking for ways right now that's so important to detox, support health, support immunity, disinfect, all of these things are available through plant-based, amazing, toxin-free options. And that's where the starter kit is the perfect way to begin. So another way, something that is really important to me is trying to help you make sure that you can get your oils for free. That's what I've been doing, and Tere is online, and Cecilia is online, and Amanda is online, and I know you guys know that getting your oils for free is about the best thing that ever happened. So is there anything in this class that has inspired you? Something that really, touched base? Some of the video links following this, you'll be able to check them out. When you go home, you have more tools to be able to care for your family. And I want to be able to come alongside you and train you and your friends and family in a toxin-free lifestyle. Not just your mom and your best friend. I want every single person. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I wish I could go up to my rooftop and shout from the rooftop how amazing these are. And I've seen the difference that they make in people's lives. And I want to help change lives. I know that they work. I know how incredible they are. And it is my passion to share that with you because I want everybody to feel the power of these. And I would also, my goal is for you to be able to place your oil order for free forever, that it would never be a burden on your budget. So if 3 of your friends were to sign up and get a kit, your starter kit was free. If you have 5 to 10 friends that fall in love with the kit, you'd have your essential rewards order paid for. If you invite them back to classes, and if there's any information that you need, I am here. My job is to be able to transmit this information to you, to inspire you, and to make your learning curve as short as you possibly can. And I can help you put together orders to help switch out the toxins. I can help you make a wish list and learn, pick out things every month so you can learn how to swap them out. So that's it. That's the end of my class. I am thrilled that you are here. Thank you so much for joining me. I was not going to do a class tomorrow, but because I couldn't get anything technically to work yesterday, I do believe I will be coming on tomorrow to do a thieves class. So since most of us are home anyway, there's not really point in taking a weekend. So I am going to be here this time tomorrow, 7 p.m. Cowboy time. I will be offering a thieves class, and I will welcome you back into my home. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you learned something, and nice to see you, and hope to see you back here tomorrow. Good night.